And now, Lifestyles Unlimited presents the Real Estate Investor Radio Show. Over the next hour, we unfold your map to financial freedom. You'll learn how to retire through investing in single-family and multifamily real estate. You'll learn how to create cash flow and build wealth so you can have the time and money to live the lifestyle you want.
Welcome to the show. My name is Al Gordon, and as always, we're working on your financial freedom. It's another edition of Tell Al Tuesday, and I've asked Vaibhav to join me because I want you to hear from his own mouth what it was like doing the work that he used to do before he became a qualified real estate investor. And you know what he did? He found Lifestyles Unlimited, and he listened to Lifestyles Unlimited, and he took note of all of the things that we had to teach him. And I will tell you this about Vaibhav. He has knocked it out of the park. This guy is a home run swinger. There's my baseball analogy for all of you guys. What do I mean by a home run swinger? Well, he owns, now get this. Now, I hope you're sitting down because I'm going to brag on Vaibhav a little bit. He owns and has owned a total of 7 different multifamily apartment communities as a lead investor. Now, in the Lifestyles Unlimited community, that means he's the guy doing all the work. He has other members investing with him that don't do anything at all. They just put up the money and they trust Vaibhav to deliver the results. And deliver the results, he did. In addition to that, he's invested in 35 different apartment communities as a passive investor. So in other words, he's put his own money to work, and he doesn't do anything, but he has another lead investor do the work. He's been a key principal on multiple real estate deals. That means he has gone to bat with a lead investor, and he has essentially put up his net worth so that lead investor could qualify for the deal and qualify for the loans. Now, I hope you're still sitting down because I'm going to hit you with a number that's a huge number. He owns and has owned a total of 6,248 different units. Yeah, 6,248 units in multifamily apartment communities. This guy is the real deal. This guy has been there, done that. He's gotten the T-shirts. He's burned the T-shirts because he doesn't need the T-shirts because he has developed wealth that he never had when he was working in IT. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring Vaibhav onto the show because I want you to hear from his own lips. I want you to get into his mind, especially those of you that are doing what he used to do, because he has changed the trajectory of his life. Vaibhav, welcome back to the show. It is so nice to have you here.
Thank you, Al. I'm glad to be here.
So how about the backstory? Did I get it right, or did I mess something up?
No, you did it right. Everything was correct. I was a lead investor in 11 deals, traded 3, sold 3. So I still have, I'm managing 8 properties right now.
Okay, so you did correct the record because I said you had 7, but you currently own 7, but you've had a total of 11. Is that correct?
Yes, correct.
Oh, okay, so that's even more impressive than what I said at the beginning of the show. I think it's amazing what you've been able to accomplish, and you've only been a member of Lifestyles Unlimited for what, about 8 years?
Correct. Yes.
So let me take you back to those IT days. What was it like working for somebody else?
It was great at the beginning because everyone has to start somewhere. So when I came in the United States in 2006, I used to work in IT. I came from India, and I used to work as an IT professional there. And there was a chance I came to U.S., and then I worked here for another 13 years. So in total, I worked in IT for 15 years. And when I came here, I joined the same corporate world, and this was a little different. But again, working for someone else, now looking back, I don't know how I did it, and I would never do it again.
So is it really a grind working in IT? And I ask that question because I've never done that. I spent my career in the United States Army, which was kind of a grind of itself. But was it a grind doing the work of IT for 15 years?
It was a grind, and it was a lot of meetings, a lot of phone calls. You had to get up at 8, you had to answer to someone, you had to go through, at night, if you had to take calls with the offshore teams. It was a grind for those many years, running processes and working with someone in offshore, and there was no time control. There was no time management. So, after a time, once you have a family, once you are getting a little bit seasoned in the work that you are doing, you don't care for the same amount of work. You have life, right? When you are a bachelor, it's a different thing. When you are a family, it's a different thing. So I was trading time for what I was losing with the family. I could have spent that time with family. I could have done much more better things. And so that's the reason I tried to start finding fun somewhere else. While working, I thought I will make some passive income through stocks and futures trading and option trading, or this business and that business. Well, the stock and futures for sure, it became from passive income goals to passive expenses. I was making some, giving back, making some, giving back. It did not work well. And so I decided to stop there and channelize energy and find fun somewhere else. And that's where I started creating new businesses. I did, Amazon online shopping. I had a store at Amazon. I was doing that. I was doing another business on the side, and then didn't work out. And so I started buying single-family rental units, and that's where I found the fun. And so I kept doing that till I thought that I want a bigger passive income, and there should be a way around to find that bigger passive income. Someone has figured it out for sure. And till that time, I was just pretty unknown about that someone like me can be part of this big multifamily industry and can purchase this multifamily. Until I found LU, I was not sure about that, but that's where I got all the fun back.
So you have an entrepreneurial mindset. I mean, you were looking for different types of business models that you could follow, but you found that many of those business models, they failed you. They didn't give you the results you were looking for until you found real estate. But you found single family, and in finding single family, you found that passive income was something that those other business models didn't provide?
Correct. I love the way the passive income from rental properties, I was getting that passive income. And most important was tax-deferred income. And before even lifestyle, my whole goal was to retire corporate America and beat that retirement age. So my goal was, my plan was to retire by 55 and beating the system. And so I invested in also in the life insurance policies, and I was doing that just to create a passive income and a tax-free income. So the whole plan, the game plan was put in through life insurance policies, through other businesses, how I can create that passive income stream without paying taxes. So when I went to real estate, I saw that, and I was able to get offset with the depreciation that we have in real estate and get that tax-deferred income. And so I just liked the idea of it, and that's where I found my fun.
So how did Lifestyles Unlimited impact you? I mean, you already are owning single-family assets, and you were doing well with those assets. Why go with an organization like Lifestyles Unlimited?
So I was looking for what I can, let's say, for example, I was looking to replace my income from my corporate America so that I can finally let go of it. I thought that with single family, I would need to accumulate a lot of single family homes, single family rentals, and it took a lot of time to find one single family property. And if I want to gather 50 single family homes or 60, 70 to replace that income, it would take a lot of time. And so I was trying to find something which can expedite this roadmap. And so I found Lifestyle. I went through the 2-day, and then on the first day, I was doing on the single family day, I was doing everything wrong, even on single family. I was paying full 25% down payment. I was not finding the right properties that Lifestyle teaches. So that was a good learning curve. And then on the second day, when we went through the multifamily, it was like, wow, this is what I was missing. And I think Lifestyle gave that map on what I was exactly looking at, how I can expedite that cash flow streams and income stream, and also increase my net worth. So that's the reason I joined Lifestyle, and everything is great from there. The mentors, the Lifestyle community, the teachings, I couldn't have done myself. It would have taken me like 10 years if I would have done on my own.
So when Lifestyles Unlimited pointed out to you the economies of scale with multifamily real estate investing, that was your aha moment? That was when the light bulb went off in your brain?
Yes, that's where it hit me that economies of scale can get me that. But more importantly, it was the forced appreciation and how it can be done. That was the aha moment for me.
Explain that concept of forced appreciation.
Well, we would have seen it in any businesses and even in single families that on a simple layman terms, I think it is like buying something, a very deferred maintenance property in a single family, renovating that and increasing the value of that property. So we are already doing it in a number of businesses, but we don't look at it as a forced appreciation. We just say, rehab and rinse, repeat, and do that stuff. But it's actually forced appreciation. But in multifamily, there is not one way. A Lifestyle teaches 28 ways how you can apply that forced appreciation concept.
I don't need to cut you off, but I mean, that's the secret to your success. When we come back from the break, we're going to dig back into his story. Stick around.
Got questions? Call Lifestyles Unlimited at 855-497-4335. The Real Estate Investor Radio Show continues next.
Want to retire in 5 years or less? You can do it, just like Lifestyles Unlimited member Lisa.
So we started passively. It was on vacation is when we realized we really need to take the plunge and be more active in this. Just because I'm an educator, I wanted to really know what I was doing. So it was just education on my part is really big and knowledge. And I'm like, well, I could do that.
Go to GiveMeTotalFreedom.com. GiveMeTotalFreedom.com. Enter code 2024. Join and learn for just $297 with Lifestyles Unlimited.
Creating the lifestyle you've always wanted. You're hearing Lifestyles Unlimited's Real Estate Investor Radio Show.
Welcome back to the second half of the Lifestyles Unlimited Real Estate Investor Radio Show. My name is Al Gordon. I'm joined by Vaibhav, and together we are working on your financial freedom. Now, one of the things I want to do in this segment, Vaibhav, is I want to talk about what it's like to live in Northern California and to work IT, because I mean, you did that for many, many years. What do you see going on in that IT market in Northern California, and why should people that are listening to us that are living in Northern California and working in IT pay attention to your story?
I think living in Bay Area was great for our family. We loved the weather. We loved, all knowledgeable, skillful people that we meet. It was a great place to live. If you are working, if you don't have like a big job in Silicon Valley where it's not just paying you, but it's paying you with the stocks and RSUs and all that. I think that's what I did not have. I had my own business. I had my own consulting. So I was out of that. But if you don't have that, it's hard to first survive there with the prices, the competition, the peer pressure, everything that goes in that industry. It was great otherwise with the family, if you want to grow your family and be there, be with the nice weather. I think what changed for us was it was the political nature of how the California was becoming, or what was California transitioning.
But you saw a chink in the armor, and you went to a place called Sacramento.
So I was already there in Sacramento. I used to live 2 hours driving distance away from there. I used to own single-family rentals. All my single-family rentals were in Sacramento. So I knew the market, how it was doing, and that is the reason I thought I will be able to find something here which will work, and found a off-market property for apartment, and I thought to give it a try with a 28 units. But it was just one property in California out of all my properties. And then when we heard the word of rent control coming in, I thought of leaving the real estate market in California. And then in 1 year, we sold that property. And then I was looking for other markets where I can grow. And I found Phoenix, and I did my first lifestyle syndication in Phoenix.
Yeah, you are a trailblazer. I mean, you're the first guy to actually successfully invest in multifamily in California as a lead investor. You were the first guy to invest in Phoenix as a lead investor. And I'll just sprinkle a little sugar on the cake and say that you were also a first in Tucson, were you not?
Yes, I was first in Tucson too, yes.
So why penetrate into all these different markets where Lifestyles Unlimited didn't have a presence? Why not just come to Texas and join the herd?
I asked the same question to my mentor at that time, lifestyle mentor, and his answer was, do you want to swim with the sharks, or you want to be shark yourself?
So, I like that.
And Phoenix and Arizona were number one rent growth market in 2018 to 2022.
So talk to me about the concept of management. I know there's always a discussion amongst lead investors and independent rental operators of multifamily product in the Lifestyles Unlimited community as to whether you should hire a third-party manager and manage that management asset, or you should self-manage. What was your path, and why did you choose that path?
So first, I didn't have experience when I was doing my first deal, and did not want to, jeopardize. When I'm taking someone's money, I guard it with my life, and so I didn't want it to screw it up. So I wanted to get with the professional management and work with them to understand and learn more closely, practically. Lifestyle mentors and teaches everything that is to run a property, but I never did it practically. So I wanted to be, I didn't want it to be that a test market with other people's money. And so I hired a third-party management, I was 2 hours away from the property, and so I didn't know if I would be able to be there every day managing that property. So I went with third-party management. I learned the ropes from them practically. I sat with the leasing person. I sat with my regional. I sat with my accountant. How do they do it? How do they do various jobs that comes with it? And learned everything about managing the property, how to ask right questions. I think all of that were being taught on that first property. And that first property was supposed to be a hybrid, turned out to be a deep value add and taught me good lessons. And so I continued with the third-party management when I moved to Phoenix. Again, it was not a 2-hour driving distance, but a 2-hour flying distance, less than that, but 2-hour flying distance. And so again, I hired a property management company, and then I was just now working as a remote lead, but I had all my systems set. And as you mentioned on the previous section, how I leveraged my IT skills. So I leveraged all those IT skills, and I was able to hear, I was able to see everything for the business hours, whatever they do there on the property. And so just keep an eye from remote. And then I used to tour the properties. I thought that model worked great for me, rather than spending time completely on the property. I was able to make the property management accountable and manage the property manager. That I was able to create that efficiencies on how I can manage multiple properties with one manager or 2 different managers, and created the systems to manage all of them efficiently rather than me having go by all the properties.
Do you have any suggestions for people that are out there in the listening audience that are trying to work with third-party management that maybe are not having the type of success that you've achieved with working with third-party management?
I get 1 call a month, I would say, on average, from our members to understand how they can do or what they are doing wrong. And first and foremost, I tell them if things are not going well, there are many areas that they have to check and see if they're doing it right. I think sometimes people get over-aggressive and we think that we are hiring a management company. It's called a fee-based management company. Since we are hiring, we are paying them, we own them. I think that is the wrong mentality. I always tell people that if we think that way, I don't think we'll be able to get the productivity from the management company. Rather than that, it has to be like a team. We are one team, and we are working towards one goal. If it's a management company or you, we both are working towards the same goal. Unless management companies, regional managers, on-site team does not think that way, we will not be able to generate that productivity. So I think that is the first thing. And then to create that rapport that we will not let go of things if these are not going well. It has to be properly done. And I take the commitments, I take the budgets, I take the answers from property management company, and I don't give them the time. I don't give them the time frame or what needs to be done. I ask them what they will be able to do, and then make them accountable for at least those things. So they understand. So I think till you get on the same page, till you get that same rapport, I think till you build that, it's going to be a little challenging. So it's very important to work on the rapport and how to increase that productivity rather than owning them, right? Giving them a feeling that we own you or we are paying you, we are hiring you, so you have to do this. I think that will help.
What are your thoughts on starting your own management company? Is that something you're considering doing?
Yes, I considered from last many years, and I think if not, I think rather than property management company, I still think about property management company, but rather than property management, I might start with something of a construction management services where we do a lot of renovations, we do everything on these properties, and most of the times property management companies either do not have time or manpower to do all this on time, which sets us back, which sets them back, and ultimately sets us back. So I think I'm thinking to do something, but it's been a while that I've been thinking. It has not come to fruition, but that is my plan, to start slow somewhere, getting involved directly.
There's that entrepreneurial spirit coming through loud and clear again. You're always thinking about how you can improve your business systems and how you can increase the efficiency of what you do. Is that a fair statement?
Yes, I try.
I think you do, Sensei. I think you totally do. I don't think you try. I think you do. Hey, Vaibhav, you know what? I just want to point out that you're very successful in what you do. You have the right mindset. You have a business mentality. You have an entrepreneurial's mind. And what would you? We've got about a minute left. Is there any last thoughts that you'd like to share with the listening audience?
No, I would say just, if you are when you are starting, you should learn about this. And while you are taking time to learn about it, have a goal in mind and take action. Start investing. Because I say to my friends who are not part of Lifestyle Unlimited, that if you do not own real estate in this country, I think you are missing out. Everyone should own real estate, and I think that's been Lifestyle's goals from day one. That's been Dell's goal. That's why he's on radio from so many years, to retire one person at a time. And I think everyone should own real estate in this country. And once you get to that stage, keep investing passively. My goal is to invest more passively than doing these deals, because it's easier to do the deals and get this, but it's hard once you make that money, how you can keep it and how you can grow it. So I think Lifestyle Unlimited gives the whole set of umbrella to doing all of that. So people should just start.
Well stated, my friend. I'll tell you what, if you want to do what Vaibhav's doing, you want to do what I'm doing, you want to do what the 50,000 members of Lifestyles Unlimited are doing, go to lifestylesunlimited.com, sign up for a free workshop, and let's get you going.
The information and opinions you hear on the Lifestyles Unlimited Real Estate Investor Radio Show are those of the hosts, guests, and callers. The Lifestyles Unlimited Real Estate Investor Radio Show is for entertainment purposes only. Please consult a professional regarding your personal investment needs. Nothing presented constitutes an endorsement, recommendation, offer, or solicitation to buy or sell any product or security.